funny. Okay, so the basic, or my speech is called Inked, and there's a reason behind that. So I drew this guy here because it's a representation of art. We all know what art is. It's a self-representation. You go out and you express yourself. I express myself in a little tiny stick figure with a tiny face because that's my life. No, it's not really, but I like to say that art is a great way to express yourself because you can literally do anything with it. You can do abstract, just collages, anything you possibly could ever want. And that's why I think the great thing about art is the expression behind it. Now, the reason my speech is called Inked is because it's based off of tattoos. Not the tattoo over here, which is the call to reveille or whatever, I'm not sure what it was, but it's a tattoo of ink inside the body. So, people now are very skeptical. We live in a generation where, tattoos are running rampant. It is a very big form of expression in our lifestyle. People are talking about, when you're older, they're going to look ugly. They're going to be this, they're going to be that. But if you truly express if it helps you express who you are, who cares? You could be 60 years old, have a tattoo on your chest, and be like, you know what, when I was 18, I loved this. This was the story of my life, and I can tell a story behind this. And isn't that what it's meant for? That's why you got it in the first place. You get these little tiny things, these modifications to help explain a story in an artistic way. Sure, I can't draw. I can't do anything like that. So if I wanted to express something of my, what I wanted to talk about, like a story or anything, why not? I could get a tattoo about it, anything like that. My granddad recently passed away in last April, and that was very hard on me because he was pretty much my second father. He was there for me, anything I ever needed. And me and my cousin were sitting at our house, and we were contemplating it, and we're like, you know what? He didn't like tattoos. He was a very traditional Southern man. He didn't really my cousin actually he had 9 tattoos on his body. It's pretty much, he could wear this shirt, you'd never see him. But he had 9 tattoos, and he hid them from my granddad for probably a good 7 years. And he finally showed it to him once he got sick. And he said he liked them, but he said he would never get any. So we're talking about it, we're contemplating, going back and forth. We're like, you know what? We should do something for him, Because he was such a big impact on our life. Let's get something that was an impact to us, right? So we went up, we started drawing stuff, but again, not good. So we started drawing things, and we came up with some graphics, just like writing and stuff like that. Nothing too big or anything. And we're like, we're gonna get a tattoo of this. We're gonna put it wherever. We're gonna be able to talk about our granddad. We're gonna be able to do whatever. And so we went to the artist, and this man is just pretty scary. I mean, he's got trouble above his eyebrow. He's got a hammer and sickle right here. I think 13 on his sideburns. Very strange man. Every tattoo I saw of him, it was weirder. It got weirder. I think at one point he had a big eyeball right here, and he didn't tell me why he had it. He said it wasn't good. So he had all these different things, but he told a story about each one of them. He said, I got this for a reason. I did this for a reason. I thought that was awesome because you can sit there and you can tell stories about things that you believed in, things you wanted to get. And yeah, he might not like every single one of them. And so what, when he's 60, he's going to be old, wrinkly, and he's going to have color in him. But I mean, it's a story. You're a canvas, he is not a piece of artwork. And I believe that same way too. So when we went to this artist and we gave him the idea of the tattoo, he said, where do you want this? I said, on my left pec. And he goes, yeah, it's going to be too big. So he goes, let me redesign it, give me 45 minutes or whatever. So he went to the back, and me and my cousin were sitting there. We're looking through the book, just kind of going through it, just wow, this is cool. That would hurt. That one would too. And just kind of looking through them, and then he comes back and gives us this amazing design. How I envisioned it, how he envisioned it was totally different, but it was completely amazing. It was kind of like when you see something for the first time, you're like, oh, I could have drawn that, but that's not the case. So you look at it and you're like, wow, this is actually amazing. This is going to look great. And it's pretty much an epiphany that I got at that point. So me and my cousin were like, you know what, we're getting this for sure. Well, it got to about, I don't know, I'd say 2 days before, he chickened out. So pretty much my dad goes, you know what, I'll fill up his place. My dad, being his dad that he lost, was like, you know what, this embodies him. I'm going to get it with you. And we both got that tattoo, and it is now on my body, and it's a story. Anybody ask me, they can come up and be like, hey, what does that mean? And I'll be able to bring up my granddad, be able to tell him what he did for me, the life he pretty much envisioned for me, and what he developed me into. All on a piece of art that's about this big on my chest. And that's what I believe, that they're so meaningful to people. Regardless of how you're going to look when you're older, regardless of how they look at the point, as long as they mean something to you, don't let people judge you. Don't let people change their opinions on you just because you have ink somewhere. It doesn't matter. Because you can tell them what it meant to you and what it means to you. Why worry about it? Be what you want to be. Don't worry about what other people think of you. And put what you want on you. And, I mean, after everything's said and done, if you could tell a story off of it and it gets a couple laughs here and there, was it worth it? I think